Hello, welcome back to Eleanor's Life. Today we're going to be doing a product review on a bath chair that we've had for a couple years now, actually. We got this 2 or 3 years ago now. And it's a great chair, and I keep forgetting that I should do a product review on it because it's a chair that a lot of people don't know about. So this is Eleanor's bath chair. She's blind and she has CP and a few other conditions. So she cannot be bathed in the bath in the normal fashion. She's 5 years old. And that's her screaming. Okay, so I'm just going to do a quick little review here, show you some of the features, and I'll put her in it so you can see what it's like. Now, this is called a Firefly Splashy. Firefly is the name of the brand. We have a few of their products. It's a very good company. And this one, the insurance actually paid for this, the Splashy seat, but we did have to give them a good reason because we already had a bath chair. If you start looking into special needs bath chairs, you'll see that they pretty much all look the same. It's all the same basic design. It's this almost like a PVC design, and then they have like this mesh stuff stretched over it. That was not good enough for Eleanor because she is pretty mobile. She can't walk or anything, but she's strong and she can wiggle and squirm out of practically anything. So those chairs were not sufficient, and they were dangerous, and they were ridiculous. She would just slide right out of them. Like they just were not supportive enough for what she needed. So we just had our PT write up a letter of necessity for this chair, and specifically saying that the reason that they needed to cover this one is because it's the only one that has a 5-point harness, which I will show you. So that way she is not able to get out of it, okay? So that's all you really need to do is make sure that you get that letter and that they specify why it is you need this one. So this is the Firefly Splashy. Let me just show you a few features real quick, okay? It comes with a lot of these. These are little foam pieces. The whole thing is covered in a foam. This is a soft foam, okay? And so you can just spray it off in the shower. The whole thing is like waterproof essentially, okay? So these are foam head pieces for both sides of her head just so she has a point of reference. They don't really hold her head up because they're not that big. Now they are connected in the back with these little elastic things that have pegs on the end of them. Let's see if I can show you the pegs, those yellow pegs right there. So you just essentially rotate the pegs and you can pop them through the hole and change them to different spots. There's a bunch of different settings on these things. There's holes all over it, and there's a reason for that. Those are all places that you can move the settings. Like you can move these. These are the harness straps, okay? And these can be moved up, down, all around. I mean, I'm very impressed with this chair. It's very versatile. See, even way over here, you can move some of the pieces over here if you need to. I believe this is the smallest size that they had for the Splashy chair is what we have, so they should have bigger ones. My daughter's 5, and she got this a couple years ago, like I said, and she's still able to use it. So then they have this right down here, and there's actually a couple extras that it comes with, because this is the same as this. You can pretty much, they're just like universal with the chair, so you can like move them around to wherever you might want supports or things like that. In this case, in Eleanor's case, we put it here because she is an escape artist. So this was to attempt to keep her from scooting out underneath everything and trying to get out, okay? It doesn't work very well for that. It is a stopper. Like if your kid just has a tendency to slide, it will probably stop them from sliding. Obviously, you never want to leave your special needs kid alone. I mean, ever, you know, when they're in the bath. But this would prevent them from sliding. But in our daughter's case, she'll use her legs and push up from the tub to get her butt up and over that and then get out, okay? So, the nice thing about this is it has these adjustable, these adjustable things right here. This loosens and lengthens these rubbery straps right here, okay? So it just flips up, and then you can loosen or tighten it and then flip it down to lock it into place. This right here is a foam piece that's for comfort to keep the strap off of her skin. And we have it folded over right now because she's still on the smaller side for this chair. So she's going to fit it for a very long time. So as she grows, we'll be able to unfold this fold right here, you can see, and then it would be an even bigger foamy comfort piece up against her skin, okay? Now, the way that it works is this right here, I don't know if I can do it with one hand, but this piece slides out from this piece, so you have the piece that goes against her waist, like against her butt and hip right here. Okay, and then this piece goes over her shoulder, just like a car seat would do. So this slides to this. You can undo it or do it at your leisure. But they slide together, and then it snaps into, this piece goes against the crotch. This is also a foam covered thing that extends and tightens with this right here, with this clamp. We have it folded over also because she doesn't need that on the largest size yet. but it clamps right into this thing right here. It just snaps right in, like that. I only have one hand, so I can't show you. But at any rate, it's very easy to get your child into it, and it's very secure. Now, the one beef that I had with this chair, that we had stopped using it for like maybe a year, because I didn't want her to injure herself, and then I finally figured out how to solve my problem, so I'll show you what that is. But the problem I had is that this piece right here is connected with a rubber band kind of strap thing that goes through to the bottom. And she would push so hard that essentially this thing would go into her crotch, right? Or could. It could definitely injure her. She's pretty mad because she's ready for her bath. But it was very frustrating because no matter what I would do, you know, this thing didn't stop her. This will stop her from getting out because it's a 5-point harness. But at what cost? This thing will be riding up her crotch, right? So I figured out a solution for that, which I will show you in just a moment. But basically, I take a towel, a small towel, and I wrap it around this piece so that if she pushes up on this, then just the towel still gives her a barrier to keep her butt from getting hurt. Okay, the only other thing I think I could show you on the seat, well, there's a couple things. These feet parts, each of these has a suction cup. So it suctions to your tub. It suctions pretty darn well, to be honest. Like, I can slide it from side to side, but you really have to pull hard if you want to break the suction. Let me see if I can get it. See, I can't even get it right now. So that's a safety feature. There we go, I got it. That's a safety feature so that your kid doesn't, like, fall over, you know, but obviously you don't want to leave them alone anyways. But the suction cups are nice. You are supposed to be able to take this even to, like, the city pool or whatever so that they can play in the shallow end. It's a very portable, waterproof chair, okay? Now, in the back, this is one of my favorite things about it. Right here, this clamp, you can flip it out, and while your child is in the chair, you can lower them back to, like, wash her hair and stuff, and then clamp it into place. And then when I'm, like, done with her hair, then I'll, like, unclamp it, sit it back up, and clamp it, and it's nice and sturdy, and that way she can reach down and play in the water while I'm, like, washing her legs or whatever else. That is one of the nicest features. The 5-point harness is my #1 reason for getting this chair, but this, the way that it pivots up and down so that I can wash her hair and not get water all over her face is awesome. It's like a really nice feature. So I am going to put her in the chair so you can see how she fits in the chair, but I wanted to show you the features first because I know she's not going to tolerate a long video while she's sitting in it, and plus you wouldn't be able to see the chair very good if she's sitting in it. So let me go grab Eleanor. Oh, it also has a handle here so you can carry it. If you have any questions, post it in the comments because I'll answer any questions you have about this chair. You can get it from Firefly. They have their own website. Or go through your insurance if you can, because I know this thing was hundreds of dollars, you know, as most medical equipment is hundreds or thousands of dollars. And like I said, if you need them to do this specific chair, try to say, or get your PT to say medical necessity, because it is the only one that has a 5-point harness. So Eleanor needed it, and insurance approved it, even though we already had one of the other kind of chairs. They still approved this. They should have technically denied it, you know, and been like, you already have a bath chair. But we were able to show medical necessity because of safety, because she needed that 5-point harness. And that way it still got approved by insurance, okay? Now let me grab Eleanor and I will show you how she fits in it. Okay, real quick, I forgot before I put Eleanor in the seat, I do want to show you what I do to keep her from hurting herself on that strap down there for her crotch. This piece right here that I was showing you. Okay, so what I figured out, and this has worked amazing, is just to wrap a towel, because there is no other option. There is no other option for a good bath chair. So we have to figure out a way to make this work, and this is done great. So I just take like a bathroom hand towel kind of size, wrap it around a couple of times, and now no matter how much she pulls on that or pushes, the elastic is covered by that towel. And this is really the only negative thing I could say about this chair, because Firefly did an excellent job designing it. I literally don't have any other complaints. She's completely comfy in it. She's safe in it. And it's easy to bathe her in this. So that's the only thing I could say is, man, y'all need to figure out some kind of a cover for that strap, because for kids who are more mobile, like my daughter is, and strong, she pushes up and then that thing goes right between her little legs. So talk about ouch, you know? I don't want her to hurt herself. So we just wrap it around like that. Now it's completely cushioned and I can sit her in here with this facing her crotch, so to speak. And then I will show you how I bathe her in it. Alright, we got Eleanor here. She's in her bathing suit for modesty, and she is 5 years old and she is going to take a bath. So you can see just the first beginnings of how to use this chair. See, she sits down right there. Her crotch is completely protected. Right away, she starts splashing because she loves it. Just hold them in place and get one arm through, just like you would do a car seat, and then snap it in here. Okay? And then this foam keeps that part even off of her. And then get the other side and do the same. I see your feet. Okay, now she's completely in there. She actually loves these straps because they're like rubbery and stuff, so she like chews on them and stuff. That's like a side little play toy. But that is what your child essentially will look like in the Splashy. Okay, now when I'm ready to wash her hair, like I showed you, I will open up this back clamp, lower her down. And let's see, that's not even down all the way. That's all the way. That's about as far as it goes right there. Maybe 1 or 2 notches more. But that's essentially it right there. So I'll do that, and then I'll use a little cup thing and guard her eyes, and then I can wash her hair like that. And, oh gosh, you're so silly. And then as soon as I'm done washing her hair, then I will just unclamp the thing, sit it back up, make sure she doesn't get pinched. But I haven't seen any spots where she could get pinched, but I'm just being careful. And then just get her upright again, and now she can splash around while I clean her the rest of the way. So this thing is just phenomenal. You can also put a piece like across the top here, like rotated, because it does come with a couple extras, like I said. And you can just move them wherever it is that you need them for support. Honestly, Eleanor doesn't even really need those ones here. I kind of just put them there for storage. Oh yeah, here's one of my extras right here. See? Just comes with extras. It's got the boingies on the back. And you can just put them wherever it is that your child needs support. This thing is designed amazing, okay? The only other thing I wanted to show you is the best way to wash them. If you're trying to wash their bod, they say I think they said it in the directions or whatever, you would just want to unclamp this, but don't let one side slide out. Just undo one side. So I'm going to pop this side out if I'm going to wash her on that side, and clamp that back in. Now she's held in one way, still partially, so she's not completely free while I'm washing her. Okay, then I can take this part off so that I can use the rag to wash off that side of her body. Okay, and then I would just slide that one back in, pop the other one out, and wash the other side. So essentially that's the best way to do it that I found. And since I've got it apart right here, I'll show you how this part comes apart. The top from the side hip piece, see, just comes apart just like that. But I just leave it together because obviously it's easier not to have to change everything. Just slides right in and then goes right back in here. And for a while I was using just the lap part and leaving these two to hang and just using this 3-point harness. But she is really strong and she was trying to dunk herself, so we went back to using these straps up here again. So anyways, it just has a lot of versatility with how you want to go about setting it up for your child, which most medical equipment should have a lot of adjustments like that so that you can make it custom. So that's all I wanted to show you. This is the Splashy Firefly. No, I'm sorry. The Firefly Splashy, haha. So if you have any questions, please post them in the comments. They did a great job designing this seat. I hope you can get it for your child. If your child has special needs. And God bless you guys, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.